And we are live. Hello and welcome to part 44 of Sonadow Play Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. Joining me as per usual is my lovely girlfriend, IMShadow 007. Say hello, hon.
Hello.
And we carry on with the final case, and we do the first trial today, and Dirk, as far as I know, isn't in this as much as he was in the first part, so my vocal cords get a break.
Let's do it. Just so you know, I'm not gonna take sides.
Message received, loud and clear.
Good, because I didn't like this one bit. You and Daddy should be on the same team.
Sorry, Trucy. Wow, she's really mad. I'm sorry too, little lady. This is all my fault.
I'm just worried things will never be the same between Daddy and Apollo. If they go through with this...
Is that all? Well, I wouldn't worry about that. That's the way it is with us men. We may fight, but we don't burn bridges. That's true.
Yeah. Really?
Sure. One minute we're trading blows, and the next, we're having drinks together. Again, that's very true. We're simple creatures at heart. Yes, we are, Dirk. Yes, we are.
I sure hope you're right.
Like how the foreign minister in Egypt one time was given, or other way around, but he was given by a Danish politician, he was given a Lego set of the pyramids of Giza, and my god, his face.
Sorry I'm late, Apollo.
Athena, there you are. What happened with you and Mr. Wright yesterday?
Oh, about that. I ended up going to the wrong airport. I was waiting there thinking his flight was really late, and before I knew it, I dozed off. By the time I woke up, it was already dark.
I figured something like that had happened. Being late and dozing off are the two things you do best.
Guilty as charged.
So then, I take it you have no idea what today's case is about?
Not a clue, sorry. What is today's case about, if I may ask?
Another
locked room mystery? A suspect with a flimsy alibi? Ooh, or a dying message?
Sorry, strike 3, you're out. It's a civil case.
A civil case?
You act like I'm speaking Swahili here.
It's just the right anything agency specializes in the criminal law, or so I thought. In civil cases, there are no prosecutors, right? Instead, both parties retain an attorney.
Right. And the other attorney is someone you know very well.
Really? Who?
The trial will begin shortly. Please proceed to the courtroom at once. Okay, let's do this.
Apollo, wait. Who's the other attorney? And where is Mr. Wright?
No time to explain. Let's go.
Okay. Right behind you. Here we go.
Court is now in session. Oh, is this some sort of practice session? A mock trial, perhaps? No. No, it's not, Your Honor. It's the real deal, Your Honor.
It's so weird seeing Phoenix in a reverse sprite like that.
Or, in this case, his 3D model's been flipped.
Yeah, it's just so weird.
So you two had a falling out? I won't have you using my courtroom for that, you know. It's nothing like that, Your Honor. Exactly. It just so happens that we have different clients in this case. I see. Well, here's to hoping this has no adverse effects on your working relationship. I mean, at the end of the day, they're both doing their jobs.
Exactly. You can say that again. I had no idea we'd been going up against the boss today. You sure this is a good idea, Apollo?
No, Bachman, Judge Topham Hatt is the one in Korean?
Yeah.
What? Do you want to switch sides?
Honestly, I'd rather be anywhere but here right now.
Well, at least she is here. I'm really going to need her help. Mr. Justice. Yes? Oh, yes? Don't expect me to pull any punches just because you're the opposing lawyer. As I said, the kid gloves are off. And come what may, they'll stay off.
This is all a test for Apollo. He's gonna be a big boy.
Same here, Mr. Wright. If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. Well, this is awkward.
Yeesh, you guys are really chomping at the bit, aren't you?
I don't mind a good fight between co-workers. Just keep this civil case, civil. Oh, for God's sake, Yarl. What'll it be, Apollo? Loyalty to your client or loyalty to me?
Oh my god!
Now then, if the plaintiff would take the stand, we may begin.
Apollo was Snake and Athena's Eva.
Left, right, halt!
Oh great, it's you.
Oh great, it's Trixie. Noble Judge, members of the gallery, good day to you. I am Politician. This is but a start of my epic campaign, and you all have the honor of witnessing it. I believe the youth of this country are our very future. Too long have they been looked down on and given the cold shoulder. So to them I say, ask not what you can do for your country, ask what you can do for... Mr. Attition, what is this crazy contraption you're riding in? And don't you dare quote JFK, you are not worthy. It's my custom-made, election-winning campaign mobile. Beautiful, isn't it? No. You're at a witness stand, not a campaign podium. So come out of there this instant.
Get out of the palanquin. Oh, really?
All right. Now, would the plaintiff's attorney, Mr. Wright, please explain the complaint filed against the defendant? Mr. Attition's complaint against the defendant is simple. The defendant, one Dirk Sodmati, stole my client's family heirloom, the Crystal of Ami Faye. Mr. Attition merely seeks its return. This wouldn't have happened if that archaeologist hadn't kicked the bucket. I see. Well, Mr. Justice, let's have your opening statement if you would. The defense asserts the item in question is the Founder's Orb, a sacred relic from Karayan. Go on. It seems someone asked an archaeologist, Dr. Archie Buff, to study the orb. Dr. Buff determined that it was a Karayanese national treasure, known as the Founder's Orb. The very orb that was stolen from a treasure room in Karayan several weeks ago. Why yes, I saw a news report about that. The theft of the Karayanese national treasure caused quite an uproar in the kingdom. Well, we believe that it was not, in fact, a theft in a traditional sense, but rather that it was spirited out of Karayan by someone for Dr. Buff to study. You don't say. And? Around that time, an acquaintance of the defendant learned of Dr. Buff. He made contact with the doctor who agreed to hand over the orb. Apparently, the doctor wanted nothing to do with it once he'd learned that it had been stolen. It seems you even have a transfer agreement between both parties. Mr. Sodmati also agreed to return the Founder's Orb to the Kingdom of Karayan. Once the doctor verified it was the real thing. I see, so this dispute centers on whether the item in question is the Founder's Orb or the Crystal of Ami Faye. That in turn will determine the object's rightful owner. I better bring my A game. Going up against Mr. Wright won't be a walk in the park. Come to think of it, the name Dirk Sodmati sounds awfully familiar. But I can't recall where I've heard it. Oh, it's probably your imagination, Your Honor. He's just a tourist after all. My imagination, you say?
Are you sure about this, Apollo? He's a wanted criminal in Khura'in, isn't he?
In Khura'in, yes. Here, he's just a tourist. Very well. Let's begin the proceedings. Bailiff, would you bring in the first witness? Emma.
Emma!
Emma?
Show some manners. We're in court.
I know, it's just... This is a civil trial, so I was surprised to see a detective take the stand. I had her do some digging on Dr. Buff. What for?
You disappoint me, Apollo. First, you know I'm not just a detective. I'm a forensic scientist. Do try to remember that. Second, you owe Mr. Wright an apology. After all he's done for you, you have some nerve.
First, I'm sorry, and second, I'm really just trying to do my job. Exactly! Leave the guy alone! He's doing his job as an attorney, so is Mr. Wright. They both just happen to be in the same trial.
Exactly. You'll never get anywhere with that attitude. Neither will you, Missy. Take some advice from someone who's been there.
Yeah, remembering her attitude in the fourth game.
Yeah, right.
Why do I feel like I'm on trial here? Detective Sky, your testimony, if you please.
Here we go, chat. The police have had their eyes on Dr. Buff for some time. And just today, a number of stolen artifacts were discovered in his study. Among them were a priceless urn and a statue that were stolen from the Fae clan. It seems the doctor would do anything to study artifacts, including steal them. As for the relic at the center of the dispute, he likely stole it from the Attition residence.
The doctor is a thief? Why am I just hearing about this now?
Well, cat burglar isn't something he put on his resume. He was more careful than that. But the fact is, he was a classic treasure hunter.
No, he's a thief.
A treasure hunter, huh? Like people who have thrilling adventures in exotic places, risking life and limb for glory?
I doubt Dr. Buff was the star of his own hit movie series, Athena. Out of respect for the dead, I will say that Dr. Buff wasn't doing it to get rich. Apparently, he only wanted to borrow artifacts to study them. He would then return them as soon as his research was finished. He's still a thief.
According to the doctor's child, he would even repair or restore some of the artifacts he stole before returning them.
Huh, that's true. Even Indiana Jones is a thief.
Oh yeah, he is. He believed he was honoring the dead by discovering their history through artifacts. But whatever lofty ideals he held, it makes no difference. Larceny is larceny.
Yep, in the eyes of the law, he's still a thief.
Yep.
Yes, he certainly sounds no different from a regular thief to me. So, let's say for a moment that the doctor really did moonlight in stealing artifacts. Might he not have stolen the Founder's Orb in Khura'in and brought it back here himself? Nope. There's no record of him traveling overseas over the past few years. Plus, he couldn't very well leave his reclusive child at home all alone. Then this really must be the Crystal of Ami Fae. Yes, he stole it from the Attition residence, probably so he could study it. This is a left hook I did not need.
I bet you never saw that coming, Apollo.
Yeah, when Mr. Wright said the kid gloves were off, he wasn't kidding. Yeah, this is weird voicing Apollo and Phoenix at the same time, going back and forth between myself.
I know.
Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Press on the fifth statement.
Press on the fifth statement. Got it.
Hold it!
You claim he stole a family heirloom from the Attition residence. But claiming something doesn't make it true.
Unfortunately, it is true.
How can you be so sure?
A police report was filed concerning the theft. 1 year ago, in fact.
What? A whole year ago?
August 25th of last year, to be exact. The report states, and I quote, "The crystal of Ami Fae was discovered to be missing. From the Attition storehouse at 10 a.m., the storehouse lock had been picked. Signed, Politician Wimperson."
Wimperson? Well, a Euro report certainly lends the plaintiff's claim credence. The doctor really could have stolen the crystal of Ami Fae. Yeah, well, the thing with Sam Marin's characters is they all sound different when they're talking to each other. First he could sound like this, bro. Then he could sound like this.
And it can also sound like this.
Yeah, which is just his normal voice.
Yeah.
Not only that, Your Honor, but the Founder's Orb was only found to be missing several weeks ago. That is nearly a year after the crystal's theft was reported. Yeah, with Apollo, it's like Apollo's slightly deeper and gruffer than Phoenix.
Yeah.
Therefore, I believe we must consider this orb and the crystal to be two separate items. Also, Phoenix has a bit more authority.
Yeah. Politician Wimperson? Not the most awe-inspiring talent, is it? I
Nope.
see why he cut it.
Yeah, I would too. Not that he inspires confidence without it. Still, I'd probably do the same in his shoes.
Thank you. A police report was filed about the crystal's theft a year ago.
But the theft of the Founder's Orb was only reported a few weeks ago. So the crystal's police report was filed way before the orb was found missing. That suggests the stolen relic is the crystal of Ami Fae, as Mr. Attition Wimperson asserts. I love how he's saying his full name now.
I know. I know the police report is a fake. After all, Emma is the one who submitted it as evidence.
Still, I feel like something we learned in that police report is important somehow.
Now present the email on the fifth statement.
The other statements must start be feeling lonely right now.
Present the email.
Email. Where's the email? There you are.
Objection!
Even though that's a memory stick. The doctor said the doctor stole the relic from the plaintiff? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because that statement doesn't agree with a certain piece of evidence.
What do you mean?
Take a look at this.
What about it?
This contains an email from the doctor's computer. Email? Is that in that little piece of plastic? Judge, it's a memory stick. I'm afraid I don't understand. Oh, this stick here can store all sorts of computer data. Yes, we know how a memory stick works. I still don't get it. Here, just look at this. I'm so Apollo-coded.
Yep.
Apparently the doctor was reporting his research findings to a certain individual. Now take a look at this. It's a police report Detective Sky presented to this court. You can see the plaintiff's legal name on it. Paul Attition Wimperson. I can see why he dropped Wimperson from his name, but that's hardly breaking news. Look closer, Your Honor. His initials! Right. The plaintiff's full legal name is Paul Attition Wimperson. Now consider this. The email's recipient address starts with 3 letters.
P-A-W.
Oh,
P-A-W? Ah! By the way, hey, no one. Don't tell me.
oh, but I will anyway. The individual who hired the doctor to study the disputed item is none other than Paul Attition Wimperson.
Wait, then that means...
Exactly. He wouldn't have asked the man who stole his family heirloom to study it. Therefore, how could this possibly be the crystal of Ami Faye?
Never checked the doctor's emails. We couldn't even figure out the password to his computer.
Don't you have technology to unlock stuff like that?
Yeah, right? Like the police can unlock your phone. How can you not do that?
The plaintiff willingly left the orb in the doctor's care so he could study it, at the behest of his benefactor.
Wait. Then what about the police report? I have all the details of the theft right here.
It's probably for another relic, the real crystal of Ami Faye. He's just using the report as a way to claim that our orb is actually his stolen crystal.
Objection!
And how are you so certain that Pa refers to my client's initials? Maybe the email's recipient was a dog lover. Perhaps. So let's get to know your client a little better, shall we? Mr. Politician Wimperson.
Really?
Fet, I suppose shutting down detractors is all part of the politician's job. Answer me this, Mr. Etition Wimperson. What is...
Your birthday.
What is your birthday? My birthday? It's July 11th. But what is it to you? Oh, I see. You can address birthday gifts to my office. But full disclosure, I only accept gifts valued at $1,000 or more. Phoenix is like, what am I doing working for this douchebag?
Oh, how's it feel, Phoenix?
Why has everyone gone silent? How can anyone be that self-centered? Oh, right. Politician. Did everyone hear that? He said July 11th. July 11th, or rather, 7-11, matches the number in the email address. Both the name and birthday are a match. I hardly think that's a coincidence.
Hey, Sleepy Paul, wake up.
Why, you sneaky little... Looks like someone finally decided to join the conversation.
The way he was posed there, like Sleepy Paul.
Would the plaintiff care to explain? I would like to say that it's quite what? Quite a thing you've said.
Smooth.
Any other thoughts? No further comments. I stand by my previous statement. Thank you.
Hold it!
Where do you think you're going? You can't just walk away! Even politicians have to explain themselves in a court of law. That's what you think. I'm afraid I simply don't know how it happened. I can't possibly explain matters outside of my purview. Perhaps it was a mistake on the part of my secretary? Oh, no you don't, you slippery eel. Mr. Wright, would you care to respond? I won't argue your assertion. My client lent the treasure in question to the doctor and asked him to study it. It seems that much is a fact. Now we're getting somewhere. However, it has no bearing on the issue of ownership. How so? Mr. Etition, I fully understand your position here. You had to hide the fact that you sent the crystal out to be studied. Your family would have been very upset if they had found out. It's a family heirloom after all. You've got to be kidding me! Mr. Wright is, well, right, of course. But then, he always is. That's why he's my lawyer. The crystal is a precious Etition family heirloom, and has been for centuries. But Dr. Buff was so eager to study its proud heritage, I just couldn't say no. I didn't even tell my grandfather.
Objection!
But in order to win the backing of your so-called benefactor, You were going to give what you claim to be the Crystal of Ami Fae to that person? You were going to give a precious family heirloom away just like that? I was going to explain everything to my grandfather later! Honest! Yeah, right. My client's grandfather is very proud of his grandson for following in his footsteps. And if refusing him would have meant dashing the dreams of his darling grandson, I doubt the kindly old man could have said no. Well, grandchildren are meant to be spoiled. Yes, they are. I remember how spoiled I was as a kid.
Yep.
That's what grandfathers are for! Your Honor, please. I mean, it's been in the family for centuries. My grandfather thinks highly of my talents as a politician. That's why he entrusted me with this very important name placard today.
We get it, you're a Nepo baby.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I'm sure he would have been okay with me using the crystal as I saw fit. Grandpa's spoiled little brat.
I think the judge is buying it, Apollo. You think?
No surprise there. He's always going on about his own grandchild, after all.
Excuse me, can I leave now, Mr. Wright? I believe my work here is done.
By all means, Detective Sky. Thank you for your assistance.
You're welcome. It's nice to testify as a civil trial for once in a while. See you around.
It seems the facts have changed somewhat. Mr. Attition Whipperson apparently lent his family heirloom to Dr. Buff. Mr. Justice, how would the defense like to proceed? Oh, all right. Now what?
Apollo, let's hear what they know about this so-called Crystal of Ami Fae. Maybe we can find some inconsistencies in their statements.
Right. Okay then. Mr. Wright, if the item in question really is an Attition family heirloom, then let's hear what all your client knows about it. Of course. Mr. Attition Whipperson, please tell the defense everything you know about the crystal's origin. All right. Now then, listen and learn. This is the tale of the Crystal of Ami Fae and the illustrious history of the Attition clan. Are you ready? No. Our story begins back in the old country when the Attition family reigned supreme.
Stop!
Hate this dude, but...
Here we go, chat.
Hate this dude, but I must admit, he's fun to voice. My ancestor was praised as a benevolent ruler. He protected the spirit mediums, a minority back then, from the rest of the locals. Some discriminated against them, you see, while others tried to abuse their power. As thanks, Ami Fae gave the crystal she had specially made as a gift to him. I am a descendant of that great lord. As such, my political power and influence is backed by centuries of history.
Is that so?
Yeah, Apollo's face is me right now.
Mine too.
Well, that devolved into a great load of self-aggrandizing propaganda fast. As you can see, the Crystal of Ami Fae is an heirloom of the esteemed House of Attition. And you have proof that it's always been in the Attition family? I have someone who gave a statement to that effect. My client's neighbor, one IMShadow, age 85, gave the following statement. The Attition showed me the crystal back when I was but a lad.
Objection!
Rude.
Rude. Can we really trust the memory of an old man? Mr. Justice, would you care to explain that statement to the judge? Uh-oh. I didn't mean... what I'm trying to say is,
Oh boy.
never underestimate the memory of your elders. I may forget my verdicts the next day, but the memories of my past are clear as day. Therefore, I find Mr. IMShadow's statement to be perfectly credible.
Wow, did you see how Mr. Wright got the judge on his side? That's definitely a trick. That's definitely a trick I want up my sleeve.
You're not helping, Athena. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Justice.
Athena is so autistic coded. Present the research notes on the fourth statement.
Research notes, fourth statement. Understood.
Here we go.
You stated that Ami Faye had the crystal made for your ancestor. So, am I to assume that it was made in Japan? We're in Japan! That's right. The craftsmanship is unbeatable. Well, that's strange. I don't see how your so-called crystal could have been made there. What are you talking about? It's quite obvious if you take a closer look at this.
Present the design below the orb.
This bit?
Yeah.
Take a look at the distinctive design here. According to Dr. Buff, it's a Mitama motif dating back to the early days of the Kingdom of Khura'in. If I didn't know better, I'd say it's more like ancient Egypt.
I would say so, yeah.
The Kingdom of Khura'in? And you base this on? Here. This piece of evidence, Your Honor. These are the doctor's research notes on the Founder's Orb. This is the box in which the orb was originally stored. It features the same pattern as the one found on the orb. They do look like the same pattern.
What does it look like, Jarl, if not Egyptian? What would that pattern look like?
It just reminded me of Yu-Gi-Oh, to be honest. You know, the Millennium symbol? That's why Egypt was the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, I can see that.
Therefore, I assert that the disputed item must have been made in the Kingdom of Khura'in. Oh! My placard! Once he's done squeaking, the Khura'in channeling technique originated in the Kingdom of Khura'in. And Ami Faye is known to have traveled there to train. With that in mind, what's to say she didn't bring the pattern back with her? Objection! But since this is clearly a Khura'inese design, not even you can deny the possibility that it was made there in the Kingdom of Khura'in. Objection! Anything's possible to some extent. That doesn't make it true. So you can't conclude that the orb is from Khura'in based solely on that pattern. If it were that simple, I could just as easily say it's Japanese.
We're in Japan.
It was the symbol that reminded me of Egypt, not the design.
Yeah.
I have to agree with Mr. Wright. The pattern alone proves nothing. But that also means there's no basis to claim the item in dispute was made in Japan either. At this rate, we're going nowhere fast. He's right. We're just spinning our wheels here.
I wonder if we have any evidence that could break the stalemate.
Evidence that could break the stalemate.
Does not exist.
There doesn't seem to be anything we can use, at least not at this point.
Well, unless we can find something, this trial won't be going anywhere. What are you doing?
Phew, that's much better. What's his deal?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I have a suggestion. Why don't we consider this from a different angle? I'm listening. What if the Defiant Dragons really were authorized to take possession of the relic? I'm afraid I don't know where you're going with this, Mr. Wright. Consider the orb transfer agreement, which states, I agree to hand over the Founder's orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. What if, as the last part suggests, this was written under duress? That would render the agreement null and void. What are you suggesting, Mr. Wright? While you were on your little cave expedition, I was investigating Dr. Buff's accident. And there was something you overlooked, Mr. Justice. Namely, that his accident might have actually been murder. Oh no shit, it's Ace Attorney!
Well, duh!
What? Murder? Mr. Wright, you do realize such statements are not to be made lightly. Are you suggesting the Doctor was murdered by the Defiant Dragons? Yes, but follow me on this for a sec. The books that came tumbling down were from the archaeology shelf. However, among that mountain of books was a single volume on psychology. What's more, there was some blood on it. And you feel this is important because the books that came tumbling down were from the top shelf, the archaeology books. We know this because the Doctor's books were meticulously organized by subject. Oh, he's like me with my vinyl records.
Yeah.
Archaeology took the entire shelf, so that psychology book is completely out of place. Come to think of it, the shelves were arranged quite carefully. It's also worth noting that psychology books only take up a tiny part of the bottom shelf. You might wonder why a book on psychology was found amid a pile of archaeology books, but I believe I can explain that with a single out of place book was doing here. The Doctor was struck from behind while selecting a psychology book from the shelf. And that's when the blood got on the book? Precisely. And to make it look like an accident, he was buried under a mountain of archaeology books. Wait a second. This is all just speculation, right? Or do you have proof that it was murder? Of course I do. Do you?
He's bluffing.
You do?
Still that pose there, that's when you know he's bluffing.
Yep. On a hunch, I had Detective Skye examine the Doctor's head wound. She found that he'd been struck by the corner of some object or another. Wait, what? A wound like that couldn't have resulted from a fall to the floor, you know. Well, it could have landed on his desk.
Yeah, right?
Do you understand what this means, Mr. Justice? The wound makes it crystal clear that Dr. Buff was murdered. What?
Well, that was unexpected, and I will admit that was a bit of a dick move for Phoenix, because that's like Prosecutor Edgeworth kind of a move, and it's a little bit out of character.
No, he's a lawyer. Lawyers are supposed to be dickheads to an extent. It's
True.
perfectly in character.
Who'd have thought that we'd break out of the stalemate like this? He pulled a ladder right out from under us.
Still, if he thinks that's enough to make me back down, he's got another thing coming. Even if the cause of death was murder, what makes you think it was the Defiant Dragons? You should know better than to hurl baseless accusations.
Objection!
Did you forget who you were up against, Mr. Justice? Huh? You didn't actually think I'd come to court without witnesses and evidence, did you? You've done it before.
Yeah, right.
Wait, what are you talking about? I would like to request further testimony from the plaintiff. Specifically, I would like the court to hear how he saw one of the rebels leaving the crime scene. He saw what?
Oh boy. If he can prove it was murder, that's the end of our client's right to the orb. Did he have this up his sleeve the whole time?
How could Mr. Wright do this to us? Because it's his job. He was just waiting to spring this trap. Heh.
You mother bluffer.
Again, it's his job. This
Mother
trial has taken another unexpected turn. But I must mention, Mr. Wright, that you have yet to identify the murder weapon. The object used to commit the murder was not located at the scene of the crime. The murderer likely disposed of it elsewhere.
Thank you.
Are you gonna give us an updated one later on?
Yeah, right?
Well, I never would have thought we'd be deliberating the issue of murder at a civil trial. All right, Mr. Attition Whymper, your testimony, if you please.
Mother bluffer.
Prepare to be dazzled. Dazzled by the charismatic orientation forged in the crucible of campaign battles by Trixie, politician.
Oh my god!
Like someone said in the last trial, it's basically a male Trixie.
Yeah, exactly.
That evening, I was walking alone, lost in thought. I passed by the doctor's house, and that's when I saw Mr. Rebel. He was running out the front door. It was around 10 at night. Surely that must have been him fleeing the scene of his crime. A vote for me is a vote to end such violence. That is my promise to you.
Boo, you stink!
So the plaintiff saw a possible suspect fleeing from the doctor's residence? And it was within the window of the estimated time of death? That's a rebel. What in the world were you doing there then?
Thank you.
I hit my head, then I gazed at the stars.
Then I gazed at the stars.
It seems Mr. Rebel was loitering about Karine Village that day. There's evidence he was in the doctor's study as well. Isn't that right, Mr. Justice? Ugh. You mean the suitcase? Exactly. He must have been in quite the rush to leave that behind. Oh, and by the way, Your Honor, Mr. Rebel just so happens to be sitting in the gallery today. Ah! See? That's him trying to escape as we speak. Bailiff, don't let that man get away! Right, you backstabber! Why are you doing this to me? He has a plan, I'm sure.
Okay.
All right, the counsel/defense may question the plaintiff/witness once more. Please proceed, Mr. Justice.
Press on the second statement.
Press on the second statement. Where exactly were you when you saw Mr. Rebel? Right here, under the tree. I saw him dashing out of Dr. Buff's front door. And he didn't notice you? No, I was hidden by the tree. Is it really all that important to know where the plaintiff saw Mr. Rebel?
Yes.
Yes, I believe it matters a lot. I ask that it please be added to the witness's testimony. I was under the tree when I saw Mr. Rebel.
Press on the fourth statement.
He was running out the front door. Did you notice anything unusual? Yes, his behavior was incredibly suspicious. His eyes were darting all around as he ran off in total panic. As soon as I saw that, I knew he had done something, and it probably wasn't good. Despite that, you still didn't report it to the police? Who would have thought he had killed Dr. Buff? Not me. That's why I didn't report him. So the witness didn't notify the police. Is that an important statement, Mr. Justice?
Yes.
Yes, it's important. I request that the witness add it to his testimony. Feh. Sure, why not? I had no idea that Dr. Buff was dead. That's why I didn't call the police.
Present the study photo.
Study photo, study photo, study. There you are. Mr. Attition Wimperson, rather than Mr. Rebel, wasn't there something else you should have had your undivided attention? Like what? Oh, yes, of course. A politician must also keep his finger on the electorate's pulse. Sorry, but you're way off. I am? Would you care to explain, Mr. Justice? If the witness saw Mr. Rebel from his position here, then he should have also been able to see the doctor's body.
Yes, there's a window.
After all, it was right next to a huge window. What? I believe you have a point there. With the body that clearly visible to the witness, It's unthinkable that he wouldn't have reported it to the police. Would the witness care to respond?
Hey, Sleepy Paul! Wake up!
Did he fall asleep?
Wakey, wakey!
Mr. Attition Wimperson?
Wake up! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da, wake up!
Mr. Attition Wimperson! That face. Huh? There are many sides to any issue. What did I ever do to deserve this?
We're Apollo!
In any case, I'd like the court to acknowledge the inconsistency in the witness's testimony. Mr. Attition Wimperson, did you really see Mr. Rebel? Yes.
Get back here!
Where do you think you're going? Oh, I thought I'd return to my seat, seeing as I'd already answered the question. This isn't some small town hall debate, so you just stay right there until I say we're through. I'll have to run that by my campaign manager before
You sit the fuck down!
Objection! Objection! Sit the fuck down!
Yes, sir!
Mr. Attition Wimperson, I think it's time for you to come clean. Huh?
Oh!
So then does this mean he didn't see Mr. Rebel? As your lawyer, Mr. Attition Wimperson, I advise you divulge that matter we discussed. Silence is no longer an option. Are you sure about this? I'm in the midst of running for office. I can't afford to let any strange rumors get out. Don't worry. You won't suffer any blowback from what you're about to reveal. Blowback? I'm not sure I like the sound of that, Mr. Wright. Not to worry, Your Honor. Nothing untoward will come of this, I promise. Now then, Mr. Justice. Remember how it was an anonymous caller that reported the doctor's death? Come to think of it. Emma, who was the first one to discover the body?
About that, whoever it was, it seems they wanted to remain anonymous.
What?
It happened now and then. Some people would rather not get involved with the police.
Wait, you're not saying that... Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. The anonymous source who contacted the police after discovering the body was... my client, Mr. Politician Wimperson. What? You don't say. So you see, he played his part as a concerned citizen quite admirably, if I may say so. Isn't that right? Yes, indeed. In our society today, there are too many who choose indifference over righteous action. But I don't number among them. That's why I did my duty as a concerned citizen. One might call me the model citizen, one worthy of standing above the rest.
Isn't that just being complicit?
What a real standard bearer he is, reporting it anonymously. Do I have to yell at this guy again? Oh, and by the way, Mr. Justice, wasn't there someone else at the scene of the crime when my client discovered the body?
Sarge!
Oh, you mean Mr. Rebel? He would have been leaving the doctor's house right around then. Wait, that means... Yes, it does. In short, what my client witnessed was Mr. Rebel fleeing the scene of a hideous murder! And that's not all. Based on what we've heard so far, Mr. Rebel looked exceedingly suspicious, and that's putting it mildly. We already know that Defiant Dragons threatened the Doctor with bodily harm. And now they've killed him. The so-called orb transfer agreement is null and void.
Apollo, if we don't come up with some sort of counter-argument...
And what sort of evidence do you have? Can you actually prove that it was Mr. Rebel who killed the doctor?
That move had desperate written all over it.
It's all I've got, so I'm going with it. Evidence? I suppose it's true that I don't have any. I knew it! But I do have another witness. You do?
Oh, great.
You should know I always come fully prepared, Mr. Justice. And my new witness will provide testimony proving Mr. Rebel's guilt.
Sarge. A new witness? I wonder who it could be.
Very well. Bailiff, please summon our new witness. In the meantime,
This Wolf Jarl. At 2 right?
At 2 right? In the meantime, the court will take a brief recess. I would like both sides to use this time to prepare properly. Understood?
We're testifying against a helicopter.
Wow, I knew Mr. Wright would put up a tough fight, but...
Yeah, just when I thought we had him, he turned the tables on us. He really is a turnabout terror.
We can't let him blindside us again. Looks like they got me again! 3 times in 1 year! That's a new record! That's, please, no more new records or bad puns while you're at it.
Hey, puns are awesome.
No, they aren't. It's hard enough trying to help you as it is. Roger that. I'll be more careful next time. That's, is what Mr. Wright said true? Did you really pay a visit to Dr. Buff that night? Sure did. Can't remember the exact time, though. All I know is he wouldn't hand over the orb. Someone put it in his head that we rebels were dangerous. That's why he threw me out. So the doctor was still alive when Dots last saw him?
We'll still have to prove it, though.
Yeah, unintentional, but yeah, that laugh did sound like Mr. Krabs.
It does.
Better brace yourself, son. The next witness's testimony could make or break this case. Yeah, I know. Hey, where's Trucy?
She went to go see her dad.
Maybe she's still mad.
More like worried. Worried that this trial will create a rift between you two. And that you might have to lead the agency.
She has an active imagination. Excuse me, the trial will be resuming shortly. Well, let's go see what new testimony awaits us. On that thought, actually, Clancy Brown would be a fantastic voice for Dirk.
Oh yeah, you would. I can totally see that.
Alright, court is back in session. Mr. Wright, you said you had a witness? Your Honor, I'd like to call the lone survivor of the doctor's murder to the stand. Wait, he can't mean that Sarge is here? You mean Dr. Buff's reclusive son? How did you get him to cooperate? Nothing a little persuasion couldn't handle. The poor child only agreed to help if it meant catching the killer. Getting a kid like that to overcome his fear. Now that's impressive.
This must be really important testimony for the kid to come out in public like this.
Very well. Mr. Wright, please call your witness to the stand. It's a drone.
Yep.
Oh my!
Sergeant Buff at your service, sir!
He's here as the drone? Really? Mr. Wright, what exactly is the meaning of this? Past trauma has rendered it impossible for the witness to venture into public. Also, I've cross-examined a parrot, Your Honor. This isn't the weirdest thing This isn't the weirdest thing you've ever seen me do.
He's cross-examined a parrot and a whale. Should we really be this surprised?
Leaving home was hard enough, and it seems leaving the witness lobby was just too much. But I would still like to continue with testimony delivered via this drone.
A simple video call would be nice.
I understand it must be terrible to lose one's father like that. But testimony via a remote-controlled toy? Well, let's take things for a spin and see how it goes. It's not the weirdest thing you've ever done, Mr. Wright. Just who's piloting this trial anyway?
The judge sure warmed up to this idea fast.
I think the phrase you're looking for is gave up.
You disappoint me, Corporal Justice. To think I once called you private. Easy! Defend the man I kill, Papa? That's a full-on treason, soldier.
He's a lawyer!
I hereby demote you back to private. Corporal, private? What's he talking about, Apollo?
It's a long story. Now then, are you ready to testify, youngster?
Locked and loaded, sir. Ready to train on down and up the perpetrator.
Maggot!
Maggot!
If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight!
Sun Tzu said that. Papa met with someone the night he died. I didn't have eyes on the ground as I already mounted my siege defense, but I did hear him argue with someone in the study. From my window, I saw the one designated Dads getting ejected from the premise. After that, the man lingered around the perimeter for some time. He must have regrouped and killed my papa in the study later. I just know it!
So he was thrown out, but later returned and committed the murder, did he? Yes, Your Honor. So the man my client saw really must have been the fleeing Mr. Rebel. Objection! Oh. Objection! Right, you backstabbing no good... I didn't kill no one!
It's the enemy! Ready on missiles and fire! Jesus!
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Capitalist pig, I'll turn you into a pork stroganoff. And that's the taste of my ultimate anti-swine weapon.
Oh, it fires missiles too?
Jesus!
Yes, well, the witness is all yours, Mr. Justice. No one concerned about Mr. Rebel, you know? He just got shot by several missiles? No?
Present Sarge's drone on the second statement.
I want a little helicopter drone like that.
Objection!
Sarge, are you hiding something from me?
How dare you question your superior officer like that? You want to get in the stroganoff action with a peg boy over there, soldier?
Sorry, but I'm afraid lawyers are missile-proof.
What?
Would the defense care to explain? It's simple, Your Honor. Just as he is able to see what's happening in court right now, Sarge was able to see what was happening in the study then. With his cherished drone, of course. Ah, now that you mention it. And to think the answer was right before our eyes this whole time. Sarge, you were perfectly capable of patrolling the study that night. So you must have seen something.
I'm hit! What is this strange new weaponry you've used against me?
Courtroom warriors don't use guns or missiles because evidence is our weapon of choice. And the evidence has exposed your bald-faced lie. Thought it was bare-faced lying. My truth bomb, Sarge, has stripped your defenses bare.
Truth bomb? No! Ah! Mayday! Mayday! I'm going down!
No, not the drone! Oh my, are you alright?
Sputtered evidence. Never has seen such fearsome ordnance.
Tell it to us straight, Sarge. After all, you want to help your father, don't you?
Papa.
Yes, you want to find out who killed him, don't you? So please, tell us what you saw that night.
It's not what you think. I didn't see anything. I swear.
You sure?
Matrix time.
You seem awfully stressed for someone who didn't see anything. Uh-oh. Take cover!
Yeah, it's time for the moon, Matrix. We gotta calm down.
Sarge, you need to answer my question.
Shut up, you pie-hole maggot! I'll be scorching day in Siberia before Lily Power like you orders me around.
Well, if it's
Sarge,
Siberia in the summer, it'll be hot.
Sarge, calm down!
What's with him in Siberia of all places? But if a scorching day is what it'll take, then maybe it's time to turn up the heat. Hey, Athena. You think a therapy session might help?
Well, it could help alleviate some of his anxiety. Plus, I'm picking up a lot of discord in Sarge's voice. That usually means the patient wants to say something but can't for some reason.
And in Sarge's case, I imagine whatever's plaguing him is pretty severe. In that case, I'll leave it to you and your mood matrix magic.
You got it! Your Honor, I believe I can be help here.
Time for a therapy session, is it, Miss Sykes?
Yes, it will help the witness with its anxiety, maybe even enough to testify.
Then by all means, please bring the poor child into the light of day. Oh, but I assume this will be all right with you, Mr. Wright. Why not? It's not like we all haven't been through this before.
What are you butting in for, lady? There ain't a place in this beat-up file built for you.
Objection!
I beg to differ, Sarge. This G.I. Jane's always ready for a fight in the courtroom. And wait until you see what I've got in my arsenal. Analytical psychology. With it, I'm gonna blow a big hole in the armor you built around your heart. Ugh. First evidence, now analytical psychology. Where are those WMDs coming from? Well, if it's a battle you want, bring it on. You may have started this war, but I'm going to end it. Corpse woman Sykes.
Ah, that's marine term for medic.
You got it, Sarge. Time to seek out the agony buried deep in your heart. Brace yourself!
A rebel? Why'd you shoot me again?
Here we go. I stayed in my room with my drone that evening. No. I heard Dads and Papa arguing with each other. No. Dads got kicked out, but I saw him still hanging around outside. No. I was in my room, so I didn't know Papa was dead until the next day. Pinpoint a surprise.
Got it!
That's strange. You reacted with shock when you discovered your father's body. Yet you weren't nearly as shocked then as when you saw Mr. A Rebel. Normally you'd expect the death of one's father to be much more impactful.
Enemy fire! Direct hit!
That is strange. Oh, sorry.
That is strange. I wonder what could it mean.
Well, we know he wasn't affected by his father's death as he should have been. And I think I know why.
Oh?
Sarge, you weren't as shocked as seeing your father's body as seeing Mr. A Rebel because...
You already seen his body.
Sarge, maybe the truth is you left your room that night. And that's when you saw it. Your father's body.
I saw no such thing!
Really? You didn't see his body? Alright then. What did you see?
Okay, we're getting there. It's good. Look, Apollo. We lost the noise.
So just as I suspected, he really did see something. Sarge, please, tell us what you saw.
Oh, but... Come on. The moment I saw it, I couldn't bear it. I couldn't stand to lose yet another loved one.
Huh? Am I missing something here? Is that why you weren't very shocked when you found out your father was dead? Because you'd already sensed that he was a goner somehow?
Maybe.
Please, Sarge. What was it you saw on the night of your father's murder?
I saw... Shit!
What's happening? I don't like where this is going.
No more! No more, please! PTSD? Up! The witch is gone! Hey, give it back! I've confiscated your little toy. The battlefield has no place for unauthorized equipment. Widget! Apollo, I can't continue the session without him.
Calm yourself this instant, witness! I hereby order you to submit to your therapy session. What it blazes?
The gavel's gone. Hey!
It's upsetting.
Look at me! I'm judge, jury, and executioner now. I hereby convene a military tribunal.
Even Phoenix is like, what the fuck?
I know.
Whoa, whoa. This has gone way too far. Bigelow, arrest that drone this instant. Stop resisting! If you don't come quietly out.
Fire! He puts it back like... Jesus!
Are we playing Ace Attorney or fucking Battlefield?
We didn't have the animation budget to show you all this, so here's a white screen.
Basically.
Phew. Finally got him back.
Nice work. This witness is truly a handful.
2, 3, 4.
Miss Sykes, what's the witness' current psychological state?
Let's see. He's emotionally all over the map.
So his out-of-control emotions are in control of him, huh? Does that mean we can calm him down if we can figure out the root cause?
Yes. So let's see what we can find. Sarge, can you hear me? Is that you, Horsewoman Sachs? I'm here. Now, I want you to take a few deep breaths. Just try to relax. Try it with me. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out. In, out. And now, let your emotions take you where they will. Go on, just let it out. All forces, attack!
That's the least relaxing breathing exercise I've ever seen. Uh-oh.
Shit! No. That was still hanging around after he got kicked out when... I heard more fighting, and I got worried about Papa. So I left my room, but suddenly... I got dizzy and passed out. I remember a flame lighting up the room. And Papa was grinning with delight. Probe the flames! That's when he must have been killed, if only he hadn't passed out. Probe the flames.
Got it!
That's it! Sarge, You were overcome with shock and fear when you saw those flames, weren't you?
Was I?
Yes, just 6 months ago, you and your mother were caught up in an arsonist blaze.
That's
So it's
right.
So it's no wonder you'd be extremely scared of fire.
Yes, that does make sense. And maybe, just maybe, your subconscious fear of fire was what caused you to withdraw from the world. What do you mean, Courtroom Sykes?
I mean, fire is terrifying.
Exactly, I would be too. In the outside world, you were bound to come across all sorts of fire. Candles, cigarettes, heck, even the grill at a diner. Even if it's not that often, just the idea that you might see them grew bigger and bigger until you couldn't shut it out. I think you might be onto something. Candles, cigarettes, just thinking about them sends a chill down my spine.
Wow, things I take for granted.
Now I see. I was afraid of the fire. Strange, I didn't even realize it myself.
About that fire, Sarge, can you tell me about what it was burning?
Just stay calm and maybe something will come to you. Oh, Oh! I'm starting to remember. It was... It was that relic! The relic Papa was studying. It was on fire.
The orb was on fire?
It's still kind of fuzzy. But yes, the orb was burning right in front of me, of Papa. And there, in the flames was... Mama? Yes! Now I remember! I saw Mama appear amid the dancing flames!
Wait, what?
Jesus! That's horrifying.
What's going on here?
Maybe it's a memory from the fire that killed his mother. He might be confusing that with what really happened when his father died.
So let me guess. More therapy?
Yep, but this time, it seems there's an inconsistency in his statements. And I think we should be able to prove with the evidence in hand.
I hope this inconsistency is the key to proving that the relic really is the Founder's orb.
That's what's still hanging around after he got kicked out when... I heard more fighting and I got worried about Papa. So I left my room, but suddenly I got dizzy and passed out. I remember a flame lighting up the room and Papa grinning with delight. The relic was on fire and I saw Mama's face inside. That's when Papa must have been killed. If only I hadn't passed out, present the Founder's orb.
Objection!
Don't blame yourself, Sarge. After all, even if you hadn't passed out, the outcome would have been the same.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the time of death. Your father wasn't killed right after you left your room.
What? Explain yourself at once, Private Justice!
You said you saw your father burning the orb, right? But that night, he went out to hide it in a cave. So what you saw, Sarge, was something that happened before your father left to hide the orb.
Ah!
So you see, you didn't pass out right before he was killed. You passed out right before he left for the cave to hide the orb and the runes within.
So, even if I hadn't passed out,
That's right. The outcome would have been exactly the same. That's because your father, Dr. Buff, was killed after he returned from the ruins. And therefore, Sarge, there's no need for you to blame yourself.
Oh, I see. Private Justice? Can you really say I bear no blame in this?
Why do you ask?
Because the truth is, if I hadn't engaged in my siege defense, Papa would still be alive.
Sarge.
Papa wished nothing more than for me to lead a happy, healthy life. That's why he quit his job and moved us out, away from the big city. But even then, I didn't have the courage to set foot in that outside world. And in the end, I failed to make Papa's wish come true. You're just a kid. Sarge? If you want to make your father's wish come true, if that's what you really want, then who's to say it's too late? Why don't you take the first step now? My first step? That's right. You can cast off all your regret. You can stop staying still and start moving forward. You have the power within you. I know from experience. I know what it's like to feel like you do. But only you can decide to take the first step.
If you don't change your tactics now, Sarge, the victory you seek in the war you're waging will always lie beyond your grasp.
I think I understand now. I've made up my mind. As of this moment, I will suspend my siege defense. I will suspend my siege defense indefinitely. She's so cute.
She looks like she came out of Pokemon.
She looks like Diana. She looks like Diana from Pragmata. Sergeant Buff, reporting for duty.
What? I thought you were a guy!
You're definitely not the gruff drill sergeant I envisioned! Well, my mom was a Russian army.
That explains the pale skin, blue eyes, and blonde hair. I was just as shocked, but it certainly explained a few things when I found out too. May I introduce you to Miss Army Buff, age 12.
Army!
No way.
Careful, soldier! Don't forget I could blow you away at the moment's notice! She's so cute!
So, have you always been in a wheelchair, Sarge?
Negative. Only since I was injured. In the fire.
Your voice sounds awfully different from before.
My drone features a voice modulation device. It's just one of the Army's many technological marvels.
Well, you fooled me. I thought some 20-something military fanatic was at the controls. Ah, so I probably should have voiced Sarge at first. Oh well.
If it's all the same to you, troops, I had to continue my testimony. I just remembered something, and it's as crisp and clear as a trumpet of Roll call.
What do you remember?
It wasn't my mother who appeared in the burning orb. It was some lady Papa had shown me a picture of a long time ago. He said it was the Holy Mother, the founder of Koreanism. She appeared right there, right in the burning orb.
Well, Stewie's right. She does look like Maria from Sonic.
That too, yeah.
Huh? What did you just say?
Oh. Okay. Bye-bye. The Holy Mother of Koreanism was in the burning orb? What does that even mean?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Ah, Phoenix is screwed.
Could it be? Could this explain what Sarge means by the Holy Mother appearing in the burning orb?
Present the research notes.
Take that!
Dr. Buff's research notes? What do they have to do with this?
Look at this. The burning orb. The appearance of the founder. This part points to both.
The third paragraph. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire.
Take that!
There's a legend about the orb involving a mysterious riddle. And this song in turn is said to contain the key to solving it. If the legend is true, then I believe the answer lies in this part of the song. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. Well, anyone see where I'm going with this? Prayers as fervent as fire. Ah! You're supposed to set the orb on fire?
Gotcha, Phoenix.
The whole stanza seems to suggest that the founder will appear if the orb is set on fire.
Wait. So the doctor, he...
Yes, Athena. He had solved the ancient riddle of the founder's orb. Oh my!
Papa was a great archaeologist. So I believe in him. And I want to believe in that he achieved his long-time dream of solving the riddle before he died.
Well, we won't know for sure until we try it for ourselves.
Yes, do it, Private Justice. Please. I want to see what Papa was searching for with my own eyes.
Objection!
She is too precious.
The plaintiff must object to this.
Objection!
Objection, Phoenix. Tough shit.
Objection, Phoenix. Tough shit. The plaintiff will stand down and be quiet.
Objection!
You don't have the right to set a precious relic like that on fire.
Objection!
Oh, but I do. All I needed was Sarge's permission. Since we still don't know if this treasure is the Founder's Orb or the Crystal of Ami Faye, any ownership rights the Doctor had now belong to his daughter. Therefore, you have absolutely no right to stop us! I raised a good lawyer.
Ha ha.
Very well, Mr. Justice. I never thought I'd be saying this, but you may burn the evidence.
Oh my god.
Alright, here we go. Reminds me of that bit in 2D TV. General, I never thought I'd say this. Blow up the White House!
Here we go. Moment of truth. It's melting.
Ooh.
Look. Apollo, the inside of the orb, it's melting.
There's something in there. Ah.
It's her. It's her.
And she has a face. Dirk! Isn't she... Her garb leaves no room for doubt. It's the Founder herself. Face and all. I don't understand. The greatness of taboos and Koreanism is the depiction of the Founder's face. Yet here it is, hidden within this orb.
So we know her face.
Sorry, Mr. Wright, but as you can see, the issue is crystal clear. This figure is the Holy Mother, founder of Koreanism. And based on that, this must be none other than the founder's orb.
Objection!
Be that as it may, Mr. Rebel still may have killed the Doctor. If so, it would render the orb's transfer agreement null and void. Don't play dumb, Mr. Wright. The truth of the matter has already been proven. Dr. Buff wasn't killed right after Sarge saw Mr. Rebel. It happened after the Doctor came back from hiding the orb. And you've no proof that Mr. Rebel was still around at the time. I'm screwed.
Yes, you are.
Your claim that the Defiant Dragons were behind the crime doesn't hold water. And that means the orb transfer agreement is still perfectly valid. Oh, you're a good protege. Admit it, Mr. Wright. I just burned your whole case to the ground. Oh.
Oh, it feels so good seeing Phoenix squirm.
What'd you have out for him? The guy's just doing his job.
I know, but it's funny.
I won? I actually won? Mr. Wright, would you care to respond? Respond? I didn't think so.
Wait, did we just win? Did we actually beat the Turnabout Terror?
Don't jump to conclusions! This is Phoenix Wright you're talking about!
You're amazing, Apollo!
Don't just stand there, right? Do something! Well, I don't think there's any digging out of this hole. Mr. Attition Wimperson, I think it's time for your concession speech. Ooh.
Damn!
I've proven beyond shadow of a doubt that this is the Founder's orb. The facts don't lie, but you obviously do. How's that for a campaign slogan?
Fuck, damn!
Why, you contemptuous peasant! I think this is a good time to wrap up this trial. If both parties have no further objections, I will render my verdict. No objections here, Your Honor. No. Hold it!
Oh, what now?
You can't just do this! The crystal is mine! I'll lose the election if I lose that crystal! I'm sorry, but there's really nothing more I can do. You haven't forgotten about our little chat, have you?
What? What?
What's going on here?
Objection!
Your Honor, I object to the defense's last claim. What? I don't believe they have truly proven that the relic is indeed the Founder's orb.
Objection!
What are you...
Mr. Wright, I don't think even you could bluff your way out of this one. Again, like I said, don't jump to conclusions. This is Phoenix Wright we're talking about. What possible argument could you have to claim that this isn't the Founder's orb?
I can just imagine Athena. I'll just hide under this bench now. Goodbye.
Yeah, she's just sitting under there. About that.
Phoenix.
Oh, of course! He can't possibly have hit on something. The defense's assertion is incomplete, and this is why. Their claim is that the relic is the Founder's orb is based on a legend, and that legend claims to be the Founder will return when the riddle is solved at last. Right, and that's what happened. The Founder was revealed for all to see. But Mr. Justice, what about the rest of the legend? Huh? According to the legend, once the Founder returned, she would bestow spiritual power onto the person who solved the riddle.
What?
You're kidding, right? Well, Mr. Justice, do you feel great spiritual power coursing through your veins? He does have spiritual power! His bracelet!
Yes, dude, like Phoenix. Are you...
No.
He has his bracelet!
But receiving spiritual powers and stuff is all just mythic mumbo-jumbo, right?
Apollo!
Maybe so, but you're the one basing your claim on said legend. And what we saw here does not fully fulfill it, does it? No, but... Consequently, you cannot rightfully claim that this is the Founder's orb! I knew we weren't done.
No, this is too good to be true.
What's gotten into him? Why is Mr. Wright doing this? It would appear that Mr. Wright has lost a few of his marbles. That couldn't be further from the truth, Your Honor. I never had any marbles to start with. In any case, I believe this is a good time for a recess. Both sides will have 20 minutes to prepare. I ask that all arguments be ready by then. Oh, and Mr. Wright, you do well to wash up and find your missing marbles by then, too. Even the judge hates me now. What did I do to deserve this? I'm just doing my damn job.
He's like, I'm just doing my job.
I'm just doing my damn job, Your Honor.
As you saw pathetically. Mr. Wright sure is acting funny. I mean, he's famous for going out on a limb, but that last assertion was just plain crazy.
It's either a bluff or a Hail Mary. Either way, it doesn't make much sense.
Maybe there's something we're missing here. Although he seemed perfectly normal when we spoke earlier. Apollo, I have a bad feeling about this. I'm gonna check up on him.
What's going on with you, Mr. Wright?
Hey, Private Justice.
Oh, Sarge.
I forgot to mention something. On the night of Papa's murder, a strange thing happened.
Oh, but why are you only telling me about it now?
Well, I didn't say anything before because I thought Papa's death was an accident. But now that we know otherwise, I figured it might have been important.
There's still more to this case?
When I left my room and lost consciousness, I passed out right here.
That's right above the coffee bar.
Mm-hmm. But when I came to, someone was pushing my wheelchair.
What?
I was so scared, I beat a hasty retreat as fast as my wheels could take me.
Do you know who it was?
No, it was pitch black. Plus, I fled to my room so fast I didn't even have a chance to turn on the lights.
Maybe it was your father.
No, he would have said something to me. Besides, I'd have known if it was him.
So then, it could have been your father's real killer?
My thoughts exactly.
But you didn't report this to the police?
It didn't even occur to me.
She's just a kid.
Exactly, cut her. She's 12 years old. Cut her a break.
It's okay. You're obviously still upset, so don't beat yourself up over it. Apollo, this could be really important information. I think the act of pushing Sarge's wheelchair could be part of some bigger scheme. It's hard to see why else the killer would have done such a thing. Guess I should take her statement down as evidence.
All right.
Oh, welcome back, Athena. Uh-oh. What's with the long face? How'd it go with Mr. Wright?
What should I...
Athena?
Oh, sorry. Zoomed out there for a sec. The recess is almost over, so let's go.
What was that all about? Athena, now would be a very good time to tell Apollo what you heard.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, court is once again back in session. Now, Mr. Wright, about that last objection you raised. Well, the plaintiffs still believe that the defense has yet to sufficiently prove its case. They claim that, according to legend, the Founder's Orb will bestow spiritual power. Yet the relic in question has failed to do so. Therefore, it's failed its own test. I see. He's sticking with that ridiculous argument? Furthermore, even if the trial is even if it is the Founder's Orb, it can't be awarded to the Defiant Dragons. After all, they were the ones who killed Dr. Buff.
Objection!
What are you talking about? That was already proven to be false. There are no grounds for asserting that the Defiant Dragons murdered the Doctor. Oh, but I'm afraid there are, Mr. Justice. Your Honor, I would like to present you testimony to this court. Testimony that will show that That's a Rebel did, in fact, kill Dr. Buff. What? Very well. You may call your witness.
I guess Mr. Wright found another new angle.
When new testimony could there be this late in the game? Is that a fourth wall joke?
Yeah, right?
Of course it's him.
Okay.
Fellow citizens, it is I, politician, the once and future representative of the people.
Boo.
Jeez, not him again. My client divulged new information to me during the recess. He remembered something he saw, you see. Something crucial to this case. How very convenient.
Here we go.
It was around 11 at night, and I was out on a mobile meet and greet around the village. That's when I saw Dr. Buff being murdered from outside his study window. Mr. Rebel snuck up behind and struck him on the head. His weapon of choice? A suitcase. A big strong man like him could easily swing a heavy suitcase into someone's head.
But when we examined the suitcase, it was heavy. There's no way it could have worked.
You saw the murder as it happened? And you're just telling us now because... I saved the best for last. It's a tactic known to all political greats. This isn't a political rally! The murder weapon was a complete mystery. But my client's eyewitness account has finally brought it into the light. According to the judge's autopsy report, Dr. Buff was struck in the head by the corner of some object. I suppose it could very well be the corner of a suitcase.
Objection!
But it was heavy.
But eyewitness's testimony isn't the same as hard evidence. Oh, I wouldn't worry about that if I were you. What's that supposed to mean? We have physical evidence too. A luminol test revealed the doctor's blood on Mr. Rebel's suitcase. Really? But how does that prove Mr. Rebel used it as a weapon?
Objection!
You should know the answer to that, Mr. Justice. Since you know as well that the suitcase is covered in his fingerprints. I forgot we dusted it right in front of Emma.
The turnabout terror strikes again.
This is quite convincing testimony and evidence. Nevertheless, you may proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Justice.
Press on the third statement.
Fine by me. It gets this asshole off the stand quicker.
Hold it!
He snuck up from behind. So you're saying the doctor never even realized Mr. Rebel was there? That's right. He was utterly absorbed in a book. I see. What did you see Mr. Rebel do next? He climbed up the bookshelf ladder and dropped a bunch of books down on his body. I believe he was trying to make it look like an accident. But that idiot didn't realize I could see everything from outside the window. One of those statements doesn't feel right. Your Honor, I believe the witness made an important statement just now about how...
The doctor was reading a book.
The doctor was reading a book at the time of the murder? That's vital testimony. Very well. The witness will please add that statement to his testimony. The doctor was standing in front of the bookshelf, absorbed in a book.
Present the doctor's reading glasses.
Objection!
The doctor was standing in front of the bookshelves, absorbed in a book, you say? I'm sorry, but it seems your testimony is completely unreliable. That's quite a bold statement. Well, let's hear you back it up. I challenge you to prove that I am anything but 100% reliable. It would be my pleasure. I would also like to punch you in the fucking face, but that's another story.
Me too.
Lately, it seems the doctor's eyes had gotten so bad he needed reading glasses. However, his reading glasses were over on his desk. So you see, there's no way he could have been reading in front of the bookshelves. I'm sorry, Mr. Attition Wimperson, but I'm going to have to ask you to explain this discrepancy to the voting public. You what? I'll explain it, you lowly cur. What the hell is a cur? I simply made a mistake, you see. The doctor was actually sitting at his desk when Mr. Rebel hit him over the head.
Basically a scoundrel.
But then the doctor would have been facing him. Surely you would have seen him and tried to run. Dr. Buff was nodding off. I could tell because his eyes were closed and he wasn't moving. Sounds more like what you would do. Sounds more like what you would do. Then how do you explain the fact that he was struck in the back of the head? Isn't that something that should be impossible from the front of the desk? Oh, about that. He bowed his head when he nodded off. That's when he was clobbered. So that's what you saw. Well, Mr. Justice, that sounds like a perfectly reasonable explanation to me. Do you have a problem with the proposal that the doctor was struck while nodding off?
A big problem.
Big problem. There is a problem. A very big problem. The witness's statement doesn't hold up under the slightest bit of scrutiny. Is that so? Then will you please show the court this evidence you have to justify this? Gladly, Your Honor. This shows the problem with the witness's claim that he saw the doctor nodding off.
The study diagram.
Take that!
A diagram of the study? Mr. Attition Wimperson allegedly viewed the murder from here. And the doctor was allegedly nodding off here.
It was blocked.
But from his vantage point, the bookcase would have blocked the witness's line of sight. Why, yes, I believe you're right. But...
Objection!
The fact remains my client knew that the suitcase was the murder weapon. So he definitely had first-hand knowledge of the crime scene. I'm afraid I have to agree with you there, Mr. Wright. But then we have to ask ourselves, from what vantage point did he see the murder? What are you insinuating, Mr. Justice? From what vantage point could Mr. Attition Wimperson have seen the dozing doctor? Once we determine that, I believe we'll finally see the truth behind the incident. The witness saw the murder from right here.
The left. I'll show you where. No. No. Left. Up. Little up. No, not there. Down. There.
Take that!
You've got to be kidding! But that's... It is indeed. But everything only makes sense if the witness was there in the study.
Inside the study? That's the scene of the crime. Exactly.
And suddenly this has turned into a game of Cluedo. I know. Mr. Attition Wimperson, the man who claims to be a witness to the murder, was most certainly in that very room.
Apollo, are you suggesting?
Mr. Attition Wimperson, weren't you the one who actually swung that suitcase?
Objection!
What you're proposing is ludicrous. My client is a small, thin man, whereas Mr. Rebel has the musculature to pull it off. Musculature, whatever. He has a point. I gave up trying to lift that thing after one go. That's right, he's the only one who could have lifted such a heavy object. You guys are a bunch of wimps, you can't lift a suitcase?
But the suitcase has wheels!
Exactly. Now do you understand? The rebel that's a rebel is the doctor's killer.
All you have to do is push it. As long as the suitcase is the murder weapon, the suspicion falls entirely on Dats. You have to poke a hole in Mr. Wright's argument somehow, Apollo.
Oh, I will. And with his own technique, no less. If Mr. Attition Wimperson couldn't swing the suitcase around, we'll just have to consider another way he could have used it as a murder weapon instead. I'm going to turn this case on its head, Mr. Wright, just like you taught me. You talk big, Mr. Justice, but do you have what it takes? Well, this should be interesting. Mr. Attition Wimperson's testimony had been filled with one inaccuracy after another. First, he stated that Dr. Buff was in front of the bookshelves. Now he claims that the doctor was sitting at his desk. So where was the victim really when he was killed? Also, where was his killer and how was the murder weapon really used? So the important thing here is the position of the victim and the killer relative to each other. Yes, Your Honor. If they were positioned in a certain way, it would be possible to use the suitcase as a murder weapon without lifting a finger. You can't mean... I would ask the court to recall the study's layout. It's quite distinctive, as you can see.
Yep.
Now, if Dr. Buff were sitting in a certain spot and his killer was at a certain other spot, the suitcase would become a weapon anyone could use. Very well, Mr. Justice. Where was Dr. Buff's killer at the time of the crime?
Same spot as before.
Right here.
Take that!
Right here. There? Oh, that's... This should wrap things up nice and pretty for you, Mr. Wright.
All Paul had to do was push it.
I would ask the court to recall the study's layout. But this time, instead of thinking in 2 dimensions, let's think in 3. Only then can we clearly see the killer's method at work.
In 3D.
The killer didn't have to swing the suitcase. If he used gravity to his advantage, that is. That's right. It was the plaintiff, one Paul Attition Wimperson, who used the suitcase. He pushed it from the 2nd floor. I hate gravity!
Ooh, that is a horrible way to die.
If it's any consolation, it'd be instant. And send it
Yeah,
hurling...
That's just, ooh, ow.
And send it hurling down onto Dr. Buff, who was sitting at the coffee bar.
Ow.
The psychology book had been at the coffee bar, no doubt. The doctor must have set it down there after he'd finished reading it, or the like. But his blood got on it, which is why the killer thought to hide it in that mountain of books.
Objection!
That's quite an entertaining theory you have there, Mr. Justice. But there's no evidence that the murder took place at the coffee bar. I'm not sure about that, Mr. Wright. I'd say the evidence of the murder occurring at the coffee bar
Exists. Because there was a book with a coffee stain.
The evidence does exist, and I'm going to show you. You are?
Yep.
This right here is proof that the murder weapon took place at the coffee bar, the coffee stain on the book.
The book with the coffee stain.
How did none of you idiots not notice that?
Take that!
Yeah, right!
This brown stain was determined to be coffee. Yeah, of course it was coffee. What do you think he did? Do you think he wiped his ass with a book or something? Jesus, people! What's more, it was still a bit damp when he saw it yesterday morning. Ah. One look at this book speaks volumes, I'm afraid, Mr. Wright. It tells us the doctor was having a cup of coffee at the coffee bar. That's when the suitcase came hurtling down, striking him on the head. Not to play devil's advocate, but as soon as you make the cup of coffee, you could go anywhere in the room. Just saying.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Causing both his blood and his coffee to splatter on it. Well, Mr. Attition Wimperson? What motive could I possibly had to kill Dr. Buff? And there it is, the final excuse corner killers are so fond of. Well, the doctor never returned your crystal to you, did he? Instead, he hid it in the cave ruins. Telling him that the Defiant Dragons were a dangerous bunch was a huge blunder. All it did was make him hide the orb. Your lie came back to bite you in the end. Even worse, the doctor saw the news reports, so he knew the relic was the Founder's orb. But being the conscientious researcher he was, he knew he had to return it to its rightful place. And that means keeping it out of your hands. You were so angry that he refused to return the relic to you. You just killed him with your own hands. Isn't that right, Mr. Attition Wimperson? I can see Ian Sinclair voice this dude.
Yeah.
That is...
What now, Phoenix?
Apollo! Please don't accuse my client of murder!
What? Why?
Huh? What do you mean, don't accuse him? Why would you even say that, Mr. Wright? What I meant was, he's a promising politician with a bright future ahead of him.
Phoenix?
He's on our nation's best interest to avoid burdening him with the taint of scandal. No, if he has a scandal, then fucking bring him down.
Phoenix?
Say what?
Spill it.
Say what?
Spill it.
There's more tape on it.
Yep.
Right. You'd better do something to change the current courtroom climate, or I'll be charged with murder. And you know what will happen to her if that happens.
Her?
And we know what's going on.
Yep.
What's he talking about? Well, I can ponder that later. For now, Mr. Wright, you can't possibly believe that Mr. Rebel is the killer. Are you really going to send an innocent man to prison? I thought you were better than that. Well, Mr. Wright, answer me! No. Uh-oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Mr. Wright? What in the world's going on here?
When you see that emote, you know it's bad. Athena knows.
If you won't say anything, then... Mr. Attition Wimperson.
Apollo, wait!
Not you too, Athena!
It's just, I wasn't sure whether I should say anything, but...
Just tell him!
During the last recess, when I went to check on Mr. Wright, I overheard something I shouldn't have.
I trust Maya is unharmed. I can't really say, but just remember, if I'm arrested or fail to obtain the treasure, there will be consequences.
consequences of the worst kind, if you catch my drift.
Yep. We're going farewell my turnabout on this one.
Relax. All you have to do is ensure I get my hands on that relic. I must deliver it to my benefactor at all costs. What do they want the relic for anyway? It's something to do with an old legend. My patron seeks the great power said to be granted to whoever solves its secret.
And since Maya can channel spirits...
Maya? As in Maya Fey?
Yes, the boss's legendary former assistant.
Miss Fey's been held hostage?
So it seems.
Why didn't you tell me as soon as you heard this?
Thank you! Sorry, it's just Mr. Wright spotted me before I could slip away. And made me promise not to tell you. He said it would make things more difficult if you found out.
As if things weren't already hard enough. So that's why Mr. Wright was acting so strange.
God, look at him.
I had no idea. This must have been excruciating for him. Think, Justice. There's got to be something you can do.
Mr. Justice, about that last statement of yours. I believe you were in the middle of accusing the plaintiff of murdering Dr. Buff. Would you care to continue?
I'm sorry, Apollo. I'm really, really sorry.
Jesus.
What's gone into you two?
If I accuse that slime bag, I put Miss Fey's life in jeopardy. It seems you finally caught on. I'm far too important to be accused of murder. After all, our nation's future rests squarely on my shoulders.
Fuck you.
Either I give up or... Once I present the crystal to my patron, my victory is assured. Then one day I'll become president, and then king! That line makes sense in Japan, sort of, because they have emperors, but not in the US. I'll have every politician at my command. Now, retract your accusation! I can't go to him, but... The defense would like to retract the previous...
Dirk!
Didn't guess who that was.
That voice!
That booming voice.
Apollo.
Dirk?
I don't know what's going on here. But a lawyer should never look the way you do right now. With defeat and resignation written all over your face.
A dragon never yields.
That voice! So awesome!
Even when wounded, a dragon bites down hard and never lets go till its dying breath. It glares, it roars, and it latches its jaw firmly onto its prey till the bitter end. That's what lawyers do to get to the truth.
Best dad!
Dirk? A dragon never yields. He's right. It's all over if I give up now. If Mr. Wright's hands are tied, it's up to me to do what must be done. He saved my neck so many times. Now, it's my turn to save his.
Revisualization time?
Dirk, thanks for that wake-up call.
Now that's the face of a lawyer you've got there, son.
Where there's a will, there's a way. And I'm going to find the way to save Miss Fey and see that justice is served.
Here we go! Revisualization time!
That scumbag is holding Miss Fey hostage to ensure he gets the orb for his patron. It seems said patron believes in the orb's legend. Thing is, the founder did appear and the orb was exposed to fire, just as the legend said. If the legend is true, then we've already solved the riddle, right?
No, not yet.
We have not solved the riddle yet. The legend says the Founder will bestow great spiritual power when she returns. But if that's true, it means we haven't solved the whole riddle yet. But how can that be? Are we missing something? Wait, maybe. Maybe the part about the Founder returning should be taken literally. But how would that be possible for a dead person to return to the world of the living?
Channeling.
The Founder can return through channeling. Oh, I know! There is a way for the dead to return. Spirit channeling! Of course, you have to know what the Founder looks like first. But the orb has revealed her face to us, so what if it's a sign that we should channel her? Given the facts, in order to solve the riddle and receive the Founder's power, I'd need...
A spirit medium.
Boom.
Bam! A medium is needed to obtain the power.
The ability of a medium to channel spirits is the final key to unlocking the orb's secret. That means Mr. Attition Wimperson's patron will need one too. And once that slimy politician realizes that, he won't be able to lay a finger on Miss Faye.
Yep.
Everything's going to be okay, Mr. Wright. Because Mr. Politician Wimperson can't afford to harm a hair on Miss Faye's head. Huh? Mr. Attition Wimperson! It seems you've chosen the wrong person to take hostage. What do you mean? Your patron seeks to solve the orb's riddle, and thereby receive great spiritual power. However, only Maya Faye can truly give them what they really want. She can? What do you mean, only Maya Faye? Think about what the return of the Founder really means. We should have considered it more literally. After all, the orb was made in the kingdom of Karayan, the birthplace of spirit mediums. Ah, I think I see now. You need to know what the deceased look like in order to channel them.
Mm-hmm.
But in Karayanism, depicting the face of the Founder is a taboo. However, her true face was hidden in the orb. So maybe the orb is telling us to try channeling the Founder. Exactly. Through a spirit medium, the Founder can literally return. And if the legend is true, the Founder just might bestow spiritual power on someone when she does. It's like when Pearls imbued my Magatama with spiritual power. If a human could be imbued with such power in a similar manner...
It is said the Founder possesses immense spiritual power. Such a great feat would not necessarily be beyond her. Wait a second! Then the legend is true?
Do you understand now, Mr. Attition Wimperson? You're holding hostage the final key to unlocking the orb's secret. And if anything happens to her, the riddle would remain unsolved forever!
Yep.
Hold it! There's always Pearl Faye. I could simply ask her to help. If she wants If she wants money, I have plenty to offer.
Fat chance.
She's not the kind of person to be tempted by material gain. And she certainly wouldn't help you if anything were to happen to her cousin. Ugh. Or maybe you'd like to go ask the Queen of Karayan to channel the Founder for you. He could, but he'd probably get executed for requesting such a thing. It's over. Now confess. You killed Dr. Buck, didn't you? It wasn't supposed to end this way.
Mr. Attition Wimperson, are you admitting to committing the crime?
You're my lawyer, right? Do something! It's true that I'm your lawyer, and as such, it's my job to defend you. However, defending my client isn't the only duty a lawyer has. There's something else that's equally as important. and that is finding the truth. What? Mr. Attition Wimperson, you have sought to twist the truth in the dirtiest of ways. I was complicit in your hostage-taking, but in a way, I was being held hostage too. Even so, there's still hope for me to make things right. And I owe it to all of you. I owe it all to you, Apollo. Mr. Wright. I can't allow a murderer to walk away scot-free. Therefore, Mr. Attition Wimperson, I must resign as your attorney.
Bye-bye.
No. Does this mean I'm under arrest? How much tape are you gonna put in that damn thing, man? Seriously.
I know, right?
Alright. Well, I've nothing to confess. What? I said I've nothing to confess, and I won't, especially not to a plebeian like you. This guy doesn't know when to give up. Besides, there's no truth to these allegations. I mean, look at the suitcase. You won't find a single print of mine on it. All that means is you wiped him off, taking care to only leave Mr. a Rebels. As many a great politician has said before me, no comment.
But we have a key witness, remember?
In that case, try switching things up, Apollo. Look at the situation from a different angle. Is there really nothing that points to the suitcase being dropped from up above? Evidence that points to the suitcase being dropped from the second floor.
If the killer pushed the suitcase from the second floor hallway over the coffee bar, that would place him right around here.
Maybe. Just maybe. Thought of something, Apollo? I believe this piece of evidence to be connected to the dropping of the suitcase.
Army statement.
Take that!
That appears to be a statement, but how is it related to this case?
On the night of the murder, Your Honor, Miss Army Buff physically left her room. That's when she saw the doctor burning the orb, and subsequently passed out. Right above the coffee bar. But with her there in her wheelchair, the killer wouldn't have been able to drop the suitcase down onto the doctor. Good point.
Yep.
However, according to Sarge, she woke up just as someone was trying to move her in her wheelchair.
Someone was pushing my wheelchair.
What?
I was so scared I bet a hasty retreat as fast as my wheels could take me.
She must have been in the killer's way and had to be moved. Isn't that right, Mr. Attition Wimperson? And if the killer had pushed the wheelchair with his bare hands, we may yet find the conclusive evidence we need. Exactly. Fortunately for us, that evidence slipped right through the killer's fingers. If only he'd been able to hold on to it just a little tighter. But now he's neither able to discard nor alter it. Honestly, that piece of evidence wasn't even supposed to be in this courtroom today. And yet, it looks like sometimes things do get better. This wasn't supposed to happen! Too bad, asshole. No? Well, too bad. Because the evidence that sped away from you that night has come back to haunt you. Right here at this very trial. Your Honor, the defense's final piece of evidence is on this person.
Army Buff.
There you are.
Take that!
Maria Robotnik, I mean Army Buff. That's...
Diana.
On the night of the murder, Sarge passed out. only to come and find that someone was pushing her wheelchair. That's when she fled back into her room. She didn't physically see a single soul after that.
Not until Athena drew her out through the... Oh, that's you.
Oh, not until Athena drew her out, that therapy session, that is. While the killer was able to wipe the prints on the suitcase off. The same can't be said for the prints that got away. My fellow Korainans! Well, Mr. Politician Wimperson, try to explain your way out of this one. The podium is all yours.
Gotcha, bitch!
Let's see how he breaks down. Politician, savior of Karain, I'm not a crook. My political career, it can't end like this. I'm destined for great things. Something's wrong. This isn't real. It's a dream. It's a nightmare. Uh-oh. Huh? What? Wait, really? Whoa, no way! Banzai. No. Please. Wait. Don't go. No. Please. Whoa. Grandpa!
Bye-bye!
Ow.
Mr. Attition Whipperson, are you alright? Bailiff, get him to the first aid station, on the double!
Well,
Goodbye and good riddance.
Well, this was yet another expected turn of events. Unexpected turn of events, sorry. In light of everything that's been revealed, it seems the relic is indeed the Founder's orb. It seems Mr. Politician Wimperson can be considered a suspect in Dr. Buff's murder.
Apollo, I want to thank you for everything. Thanks to you, I didn't have to keep bending the truth. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Don't mention it.
You were amazing today, Apollo.
Well, I couldn't have done it without Dirk.
A dragon never yields.
That is so cool.
Even when wounded, a dragon bites down hard, and never lets go till its dying breath. It glares and roars, and it latches its jaw firmly onto its prey till the bitter end. That's what lawyers do to get the truth.
A dragon never yields. Every lawyer should take that to heart.
It seems both sides have no further objections. Would Dirk Sadmati please take the stand? This court awards the orb to the Defiant Dragons per the stated transfer agreement.
Yes!
He's such a ham.
Should the Kingdom of Karain claim ownership, the matter may have to be deliberated in court all over again. I just hope, or shall I say pray, that I'm not the judge presiding over that one. Indeed, a trial like that might spark an international incident. Still, there are bigger and more momentous things astir in the air.
The revolution. Dirk's really serious about this.
This court is adjourned.
We did it!
That slime bag is gone.
I know. For good.
Yeah, if it wasn't obvious that the game was originally set in Japan, yeah, that news broadcast with the text popping up on screen, yeah, that is extremely common in Japan.
I see.
Nice work, son. We've finally broken through the last obstacle on the road to revolution.
Revolution? It just doesn't seem real.
Yes, well, To think you actually defeated the Fighting Phoenix. All I can say is, that's my boy!
Well, Mr. Wright did have his hands tied. Who knows if I'd have won if he'd been able to fight me head on.
I see it more like you saved Mr. Wright.
Saved him?
Yeah, remember what he said? He didn't have to bend the truth anymore, and it was all thanks to you.
I don't know about that. Still, I guess it is kind of nice to be appreciated.
Mr. Dirk? Now that the Holy Mother's face has been revealed, are you gonna have the Spirit Man try channeling her? I, for one, would love to see the return of the legendary founder.
Yeah, just think about it. Being able to speak to someone right out of the history books.
Unfortunately, it's not that easy.
What? Why?
A face isn't enough. You also need the true name of the one you're attempting to channel.
Oh, right. Pearl mentioned something like that.
And the Founder's true name is only known to the priestess who's been crowned queen. In short, the only living person who knows it is current Queen of Khura'in, Garan.
Oh, so without her help, we won't be seeing the Founder anytime soon?
That's no fun.
Founder's orb updated. So, Dirk, what will you do now?
First, I'll start by tracing the route by which the orb came into Dr. Buff's hands.
Since we know now that it was Politician that asked the Doctor to study it, isn't he the one who stole it?
No. A political nobody like him couldn't get anywhere near the orb, let alone steal it. He must have had inside help. My money is on someone connected to the royal family.
Oh, right. You said something to that effect back in the cave.
Whoever it may be, we need to expose their dirty scheme to the light of day.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Wright has plenty of information courtesy of his dirty client. He might be able to shed some light on this.
Private Justice! That was fine work you did with all the trial today. You did it your sergeant's proud.
Back at you, Sarge. It took real courage to leave your room like that.
It's all thanks to you and Corpsewoman Sykes.
She's so damn cute.
I love her!
Plus, like I said, I want that goddamn chopper drone.
I know. With my siege defense over, I can finally sally forth. The battle's only just begun. One for me and me alone to fight. To lose your mother and then your father. What a terrible thing to endure.
Yeah. And being wheelchair-bound doesn't help.
Private Justice. I've been thinking. It's about time I stood on my own 2 feet. After all, I no longer have Papa to cuddle me.
Huh? I'm afraid I don't follow.
Take a good look, soldier. This is one small step for man, and one giant leap for me. Hold my drone for me, would you, Private Justice?
I cannot confirm nor deny I will steal it. But yes, sir. What is she up to?
Whoa. She could walk the whole time.
But her legs may have been weakened because of the fire.
Yeah.
She's standing?
What's this? Sarge, you mean your legs? They're...
The doctor told me I was ready to walk again months ago.
Oh, so they got injured in the fire?
Yeah. But if I admitted I could walk, I knew I had to leave the house. So I faked it.
Makes sense, but...
I kept pretending I couldn't walk. But I knew Papa was watching over me now, and I hate to disappoint him. So, from this day forth, I'm gonna march forward on my own 2 feet.
What a brave kid, trying to move forward like this. But I admit it's so hard this soon after her father's death.
Don't you ever stop? You just Don't you ever stop. You just keep on walking, comrade. Stay brave, because there will be days when you want to stop. But I have faith you'll find a way to muster the strength to push through them.
Yeah, you can do it.
Hey, Daddy's back.
He doesn't look too happy.
Nope.
Mr. Wright! What's that look on his face for?
Oh, Apollo!
Is everything alright with Miss Faye? She's safe. For now.
Well then, we better get to save her quick. Where is she anyway?
I'm afraid I have some bad news. Huh? Maya's not here in the States. She's still in Khura'in. And she's still being held hostage by the mastermind behind this whole thing. The mastermind? That's right. Politician Wimperson was nothing more than a pawn. Maya's true abductor is in the kingdom of Khura'in. What? I don't understand, Mr. Wright. What in the world's going on over there? Trust me, you don't want to know.
No.
But as shocking as that news was, it was only the beginning. The beginning of something big. Big enough to shake Khura'in to its very core. Revolution. I was being swept up in a mighty wave that nothing could stop. Of course, at the time, I had no idea what the days ahead had in store for us.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is just, this part here, this was basically just the prologue to the final case.
Yes.
Now we get to the real final case, which takes place in Khura'in.
Yep. All of it's in Khura'in.
So it means I'll get to voice Judge the Fat Controller.
What did you just call me? Judge Sir Topham Hatt? That's better.
Jesus. Forgot how intense that got.
Yeah, I know.
I will
Thankfully, Paul's gone.
I will admit, I was getting way too into that.
Yeah.
There were some instances where I actually hammered my desk with my fist.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, it's a sign of a good written story, if you get into it that much.
Yeah, definitely.
Objection! Sit the fuck down.
I know, that was so great when I said that. or objection, Phoenix. Tough shit.
Objection, Phoenix. Tough shit.
Mr. Justice, there will be no swearing in this fucking courtroom.
Oh boy.
Just the judge is going, whoops.
Whoops.
But yeah, so next time we play this game, which actually won't be for a few weeks, because next week will be our last stream for a couple of weeks.
Yep, to enjoy our vacation.
Because Nicole is coming over here to Scotland for 2 weeks. So yeah, no streaming for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
What other news is there? I guess I saw Toy Story 5, and I actually gotta say, it was better than 4.
I've been hearing people saying that.
Was it better than 1, 2, or 3? No. But it was a lot better than 4. And it just shows how much of a cash grab 4 actually was, because 5 actually has something in it that 4 didn't. Heart.
Yeah.
If I can say anything about Toy Story 5 without spoiling anything, it's Jessie's story. Like, this is her movie. She's the main character.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, I recommend. I do highly recommend it. It was a really good watch.
Yeah, I heard, and in my opinion, like, wouldn't Toy Story 5 be better if the 5th movie was the 4th movie?
Yeah, but okay. I don't want to go into spoil territory, but some elements of Toy Story 5 could not happen without Toy Story 4 already happening.
Strange. So 4 is needed for 5 to exist, is what you're trying to say.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah, all the Toy Story movies need each other for them to keep progressing. So it means we're probably going to get a Toy Story 6, which to me thinks there was an Andy trilogy, so now there's going to be a Bonnie trilogy.
Yeah.
But pull my string, enough about talking toys. Anything else to say before we step off? Because, yeah, my throat needs a break.
Yeah, I'm good.
Dirk's voice was much easier to do this time around because he was in it far less.
Yeah, next time we come back, pray for me, because it's going to be my voice is going to be hurting.
Yep, no doubt. Okay, anything else to say before we step off?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, folks, thanks for tuning in, and tune in next week for more Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.